What's up, everyone? It's Carlos, the Toy Gigante. Yeah, a lot of spiders around here in this shelf that I have to use. I'll be putting my pressure pot on here because I need a vertical setup. Sorry, horizontal setup. I need something to put the pressure pot on, so I'm using this table, but I'm cleaning it first because there's a lot of spiders on it. Alright, this is what I'll be working with today. A vertical setup for my pressure pot. This pressure pot, if you don't know what a pressure pot does, as far as I know, you put in your piece, it pressurizes the pot with air so that the bubbles that you have from the resin shrink into little bubbles that aren't visible to the human eye or disappear. So that removes the bubbles, and that's what I want for these tracks that I'm making. So the HISS tank tracks, let me show you. I will not be able to put them in like this, so the only way to do it is the vertical style. And this is another thing I've never done before, is a vertical setup with the pressure pot. So this is another first for me. It's the same thing, but it's just this way instead of this way. So all I have to do now is make my molds, which I'm almost done. Pour in the silicone, and we'll be good to go. And I'll also be using old silicone to fill in some of the gaps. That way I could use less material, because material is expensive, and I like to save money when I can. But that's where I'm at right now. So check this out. I got the tracks. Got some what do you call this stuff? Foam board. And what I did was cut it up. There's clay right here surrounding the tracks. This is the pour spout I'll be using to pour in the resin when it's ready. So what I'm going to do in a few minutes is pour fresh silicone. So I have an old piece of silicone. I'm going to cut it up in little pieces and throw it in here to save money on silicone, because this will take up space. That way I don't have to use too much silicone. So that's the idea of what I'm doing right now. Cut up some old silicone, and I'm about to pour in the fresh resin. But I'm going to take all the silicone out again, and I'm going to pour a little bit of resin in there first so it coats all the pieces. I don't want some of the pieces not to get silicone, and that can happen when you just do it like this. Taking all this old silicone out, and fresh silicone first. I'm using Mold Star 30 Platinum silicone. It's really awesome stuff, and that's what this is. And then I'm gonna put it in the pressure pot. So just waiting on that. It's just a process, I guess. It just takes time. Not a lot of fun, but hopefully the results are what really matters. So that's why I'm working so hard at this. So doing a test fit on the pressure pot. Okay, both pieces fit. They're gonna fit well. And time to pour in the silicone. I just poured in the fresh silicone. So I'm about to do pour in the old silicone, or put in the old silicone, take some space, but as you can see, I made sure I covered everything, which is great. Hopefully all this works, or else I gotta do it again, but I'm doing my best here. Alright, So I poured in the rest of the silicone. It's in the pressure pot, and I didn't have enough silicone, so I'll let this this batch dry up, and then in a couple days I'll fill it to the top. But until then, I have other things I have to do. But that was just a little bit of what I have to do to make the molds. And the reason I put in the silicone in the pressure pot is because that'll get rid of the small bubbles. Also in the silicone, so that when I pour resin, there won't be bubbles in the resin, if that makes any sense. So it's just, this thing is just to remove the bubbles. So that's it for today, because I ran out of material. But at least I started on the tracks. I'm going to be working on this, and then this area. Be making boxes for those today. If I can do that, I will accomplish a lot. So some of the things I have to get started on. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later, and I'm going to continue working here. Have a great day.